Holy cow, what is going on? We've got video, we've got audio, we've got Aaron, we've got Perri. Perri Goldstein, how the hell are you?
What's up?
Not much. Welcome back to CheeseheadTV Live Trivia.
I'm so happy to be here.
Speaking, and I can hear you. You're waving. It's glorious. Can't apologize enough for all the technical difficulties last year. Nick Walsh, I can hear you breathing, dude. Turn down your mic. Our producer there in the background, sounding like a stalker line. Perri, I gotta ask you. The talk online today, Twitter sphere, if you will, was all about draft needs and draft positioning and the draft. Now, I know you're all in. You're studying the prospects. You're looking at the needs of the team. Who is your dream at number 30? Dream selection at number 30?
Kenneth Murray, baby.
That's my girl. All right.
If you have another answer, you are wrong.
Wait, but weren't you like all in on one of the wide receivers? Weren't you a Mims girl or a Higgins? What happened?
I love them both, yes. But I don't know. It was Murray's combine interview really got me. Yes.
The availability was pretty amazing, right? He's a very impressive man.
I feel like Packers players have a off the field personality as well, and he fits it.
We won't say Packer people because that has taken on a life of its own. But yes, he's
Packers players is what I meant.
Yes, players is good. No, it's good. Absolutely. My big fear is that he'll be gone, but we'll see. Look at all these people in the chat. Look at all these folks in the chat. I think these people are ready to play some trivia. You ready, Perri? You down to clown?
I'm down to clown. Your new favorite saying.
I love it. Down to clown. I'm all in. All right, Walsh, let's do this. Let's give the people some CheeseheadTV live Packers trivia. All right, we're back. It's time, people. After really missing yesterday, we're back with CheeseheadTV Live Trivia. I'm Aaron Nagler. I'm here with Perri Goldstein, a co-host for Facts What She Said, a podcast we have at CheeseheadTV. Perri, tell the fine folks in the chat and on the video here how the game is played, what they have to do to try and prove their superiority amongst Packer fans everywhere.
All right. So we're going to give you 10 questions today. They're multiple choice, and you've got 30 seconds, I think we've changed it to give your answers. However, the faster you do it, the more likely you are to be up on the leaderboard. There are hashtags in front of the answers, and that's because you need to hashtag in order to get the answer right. If it's 2 words, you just need to hashtag the first word, and we will show you top 5, and then we'll show you the leaderboard throughout the game, and it's going to be really fun.
And I'd just like to make a note, because we got a lot of feedback after our first game about people who had put in the correct answer at some point in the chat, and it looked like they had gone before someone else, and they were like, my vote wasn't counted, etc. What you see on the chat doesn't necessarily match up and or equal what the computer is pulling. The API for YouTube is what we're going off of, and just because something shows up on the chat in a certain space and or order doesn't mean that's actually what happened in real life. Just wanted to put that out there so we head off any complaints and anybody coming up and trying to claim something or other, we're doing something wrong or shady or whatever. That is not the case. You just got to be fast. That's all. So, hey, you ready to do this, Perri? You ready to start us off with question number 1?
Sure, I'm super ready. Okay,
all right,
so
let's do it.
First question of the day is, who became head coach of the Packers after Vince Lombardi retired? Is it Dan Devine, Bart Starr, Scooter McLean, or Phil Bankston? Don't forget
Dan Devine, just so you know, Dan Devine.
Showing my age, sorry.
You're like 12, aren't you? It's so depressing.
No.
I like how you also put out a selfie before we do this, and it's like you look really nice and well put together, And I'm like, I could never do that. Like, if I put out a selfie, it would drive people away. So it's good that you're here. My goodness.
Got it.
All right. I think we're close. Who is it? Is it Dan Devine, Bart Starr, Scooter McLean, or Phil Bankston? Came after Lombardi after he retired.
Tough act to follow.
Yeah, a little bit, right? It's kind of like me when I talk after you talk. It's a tough act.
Oh.
I do what I can. All right, we got top 5. Why don't you tell the folks, or I'll tell the folks. You know what? I'll tell the folks. The answer, of course, is Phil Bankston, Lombardi's defensive coordinator. He replaced Lombardi following the 1967 season. His Packers went 20-21-1 in his 3 seasons as head coach. He was replaced by Missouri head coach Dan Devine in 1971. Let's see who got it. Who got the right answer there? Oh, Frank coming in hot. Yeah, pretty well ahead too. Trent, is that EDA? EDA? I don't know what that means. Greg, Jared, top 5. Well done. Well done to all. That's question number 1. Let's keep her moving. To quote our buddy Charlie Barons. We'll go on to question number 2. Which Packers tight end was a member of 4 Super Bowl championship teams? Was it Mark Chmura, Marv Fleming, Bubba Franks, or Paul Kaufman? Man, I just watched some sweet Paul Kaufman tape last night. It was pretty great.
Nice.
I know you're a big...
Yes. I gotta give this was a dad question, so I gotta give shout out to Dad for thinking of this question.
Dad question.
Mm-hmm.
Papa Goldstein thought of this one?
Oh yeah. He was very proud of it too.
Yeah, he should be. It's a really good one. Corey Banke actually met Paul Kaufman at like some bar or supper club, like around, I think it was in Brillion this past season. Aunt Gert, anyone who's familiar with CheeseheadTV remembers and knows Aunt Gert. Aunt Gert got to meet Paul Kaufman along with Corey Banke.
That's very cool.
So Perri, why don't you give us the answer?
All right. Marv Fleming played tight end for 12 seasons in the NFL, 7 with the Packers, 5 with the Dolphins, and he won Super Bowl 1 and 2 with the Packers, as well as Super Bowl 7 and 8 with the Dolphins, which makes 4, and he was inducted into the Packers Hall of Fame in 2010.
Man, Marv Fleming. Absolute
Yep.
Legend. Well, there
4
you go.
rings,
How
baby.
do we do? 4 rings. At tight end, too. That's crazy. All right, Walsh, what do we got? Who got it? Look at Brandy.
Yeah. Love that.
Oh,
6 seconds.
EDA? I mean, she knows her stuff. Andrew and Brett. There we go. We got some tight end trivia masters up in here. Question number 2. Let's look at the top 10 after our first 2 questions, shall we? Oh, Frank still coming in at top on the top. EDA. Jesse's here. What's up, Jesse? All right, we got a strong leaderboard here. Why don't you hit the next question there, Perri?
All right. What is the Packers' all-time record against our all-time rival, the Chicago Bears? Is it 102-72-7, 62-54-3, 99-95-6, or 104-75-1?
Ooh, it's a good one.
Juicy.
But you notice all of the options are all winning records because everyone knows that the Packers did surpass the Bears, and we'll never look back because the Bears still suck.
We have a winning record against all of our division rivals.
Hey, look at you! Should have saved that one. Should have kept that one in the holster.
Oh, sorry.
Could have used that down the line.
I just love bragging about it, you know?
So, of course, the rivalry began in 1921 and has led to the league's most played matchup with 200 regular and postseason games. The Packers lead the Bears 99, 95, and 6 in the all-time record, surpassing them for the first time since 1932 back in 2017. So it was just recently that they overtook the Bears. And the answer, yes, is 99, 95, and 6.
If you didn't think that Aaron Rodgers owned the Bears before, Now you know. He
Now-
really does.
Now, he is their daddy. He owns not only the Bears, but also the Cowboys. Michael knew that one. I knew Michael would know that one. Oh, man, look at, we got, I don't know how to say that second one. We got Josh, 3, George at 4, and Trent at 5. Trent? I tell you what, Trent hasn't been number 1 yet, but Trent keeps representing. You keep at it, buddy. You're going to overtake some people on the leaderboard. All right, let's go on to the next question. Who has the most career receiving yards of a running back in Packers history? Receiving yards for a running back in Packers history. Is it Amon Green, Jerry Ellis, William Henderson, or Dorsey Levens? Green, Ellis, Henderson, or Levens? I mean, every one of them fantastic. Every one of them amazing Packers, but there can only be one. Gotta make
I
it fun.
expect Aaron Jones on here one day.
You think Aaron Jones is a receiving back? That's my bane. All right, Perri, why don't you give us the answer?
Okay. Amon Green has 2,883 career receiving yards for the Packers, which makes him number 1. And he also holds the franchise record for rushing yards with 8,322.
He does indeed. Amon Green, man, people forget he was an absolute monster. That season where Favre broke his thumb, he had to basically carry the team and my fantasy league to a championship. Thank you very much. But yeah, he was all-time great for the Packers. All right, we got Gretchen, Andrew, Frank, Dustin, and Arvolio 550. Is it 15?
15.
I'd say that. But Gretchen coming in strong. I love how you're like not even impartial about the fact that anytime a female is at number 1, you're like doing cartwheels. It's good. I like it.
Well,
Your impartialness is important.
Pack's what she said, baby.
I love it. Let's look at the top 10. Let's look at the leaderboard now after 4 questions. Frank holding strong. We got Trent.
Trent's coming up.
I told Trent. What did I tell him?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, looking good. There we go. We got a long way to go, yo. We got many questions yet to go. So,
As you say, a lot of ball game left.
A lot of ball game left. So, including this question, the next question, which is, wait, which one is it? Okay, what year did the Packers play their first official league game? What year did the Packers play their first official league game? Was it 1919, 1921, 1923, or 1936? 1919, 1921, 1923, 1936. Their first official league game. Not a town team game, league game.
Yep. Gonna get us kicked off YouTube.
You know you love it when
Oh, Aaron.
Okay, Perri, give us the answer.
All right. After playing independently for 2 seasons, the Packers played their first official league game on October 23rd, 1921, a 7-6 win over the Minneapolis Marines.
See, even when they were the Marines, before they were the Vikings, Packers were still kicking the Packers. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, Walsh, you got it. Mike will do that one before we did. Sam Spear showing strong. Joe, Andrew, and by Humberto. There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Fast
That's a strong
answers.
group. That's a very fast group right there. Frank and Trent. Trent now is 3 seconds off the pace with the same number of answers. We got 4 people with the same amount of answers. It's just a question of speed. All right, let's keep her rolling. Let's keep her rolling there. Perri, give us the next question.
What was Lambeau Field's original name? Was it Acme Stadium, Packers Park, City Stadium, or Lambeau Field?
Has it always been Lambeau Field? Possibly.
I don't know.
We'll find out.
Actually, I do know.
Actually, you do. Actually, the answer is right in front of you on your computer. Thank you very much. Thanks for playing. We're gonna like black market the scripts for CHTV trivia. Paying us. We're gonna be like quiz show down the line. We're gonna have some really like untoward influences paying off Corey Banke to win CheeseheadTV trivia. I can't. Good.
Oh boy.
Of course, the answer, as many of you know, was dedicated on September 29th, 1957, and it was originally called City Stadium. It was constructed at a cost of $960,000 and with a seating capacity of 32,154. It was rededicated as Lambeau Field on September 11th, 1965. The more you know.
Fun facts.
Michael knew that one. Michael's coming in pretty hot here. Michael's coming in pretty hot lately. I'll tell you what, Brett, Joey, Sam, and Josh. That's a pretty strong top 5 right there. With Frank
Leaderboard.
and Trent. Frank and Trent battling it out there at the top. Sam Spears there, though. It's a really good group. That's a tough group right there. All right. Hey, it's your turn. Let's go. We got 3 more questions, I believe. Give us the next one there.
Okay. How cold was the coldest game on record in Green Bay? Don't you love how 3 of these answers are in the negatives? Was it 2 degrees, -1 degrees, -13 degrees, or -23 degrees? That's cold.
Mm-mm. That's pretty cold. That's pretty cold. I don't know. All I know is I remember when the Packers played the Giants in that really insanely cold game where Coughlin's face froze and Favre threw a devastating pick. Corey Banke was there, and I was warm on my sofa. So that was as far as
you got to draw the line at some point.
Olive had just been born, so she was literally on my, sleeping on my chest on the sofa, watching Brett Favre throw an interception. And this is probably the only thing that kept me from going ballistic when it happened. All right. Why don't you give us the answer there, Perri?
Okay. The coldest game on record in Green Bay, known as the Ice Bowl, historically known as the Ice Bowl, was played on December 31st, 1967, when the game time temperature was -13 degrees. The Packers began keeping weather records in 1959, and since then there was only one other sub-zero game. I believe it's the one you're referring to, which is the 2007 indeed. NFC Championship game against the Giants, and that was -1. So that is very cold still. -1. So imagine it being -12 more at the Ice Bowl.
I would rather not. Let's take a look at the top 5. I hear we had a tight race here. Holy cow. Look at that. One in the exact same. Frank and Brett coming in the exact same time. That is insanity. Then Nico's Gretchen representing.
Representing.
Representing. I love it. Top 10. Frank and Trent still holding close. I mean, Frank's got a commanding lead in time.
But Trent's creeping up.
He is. He is indeed. And Sam is there with the correct answers. He's just got to get faster. But that's good. Look at all these. This is a strong group. Jesse, representing.
I'm impressed.
There we go. I mean, hey, we may not have the dumb, Barstool or Bleacher Report numbers, but our fans are smart. That's all.
Yeah, I thought these questions were going to be hard, so I'm very, very impressed. Got to make them harder now.
I know, right? All right, let's keep her moving with the next question, which is, what year was Bart Starr's number retired? What year was Bart Starr's number retired? 1951, 1973, 1983, or 1990? 51, 73, 83, or 90? Remember to put the hashtag in front. That's what gets you tabulated, and you gotta do the whole year. Says Yoda. There you go. I think of Bart Starr, and obviously I wasn't around to watch him play. I grew up with him as a coach of the Green Bay Packers. And lately there's been this, like, you know, obvious kind of national dialogue about Tom Brady and how he's the greatest. And let me just tell you right now, Bart Starr was every bit the quarterback that Tom Brady is, if not better.
Yep.
All I'll ever say about that.
Bart Starr is the reason that I am a Packers fan, because if my dad didn't love watching Bart Starr play, he grew up in New York too. I could have been a Jets or a Giants fan. Ugh. Bart Starr. It's all because of Bart Starr.
Why don't you give us the answer?
So, number 15, worn by Bart Starr through his entire career, was retired in 1973.
All right, Walsh, let's see who knew the answer to that one. Nikos, all right, there you go. Got some new names up in here. Joey the Jaguar. I look forward to our Madden rematch, buddy. Jitsu, hey, it's a super chat, bud. And Brandy, coming in strong at number 5. There we go. Let's look at the leaderboard, Walsh. Where are we headed? Sam Spear vaulting into number 1. Holy cow. That's impressive. We got a real shake-up there. Trent fell down. Wow, that's a big shakeup. See?
All it takes is one question.
All it takes. That's pretty impressive. That's pretty hot. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. 2 more questions. What you got, Perri?
All right. While the Packers are known for being the green and gold, what were their first colors? Was it navy and gold, brown and gold, navy and brown, or green and brown?
Just things that make you go, Chin stroking question. I don't know. I will take this opportunity to say, if you are in the Green Bay area, once Lambeau Field reopens, whenever that may be, given our current climate, please take a moment and go to the, I guess now not so brand new, but new Packers Hall of Fame. Their layout is amazing. The stuff you can see is incredible. And you see things like all these old uniforms that the Packers have worn throughout their 100 years of existence. And it is pretty cool. It is really a really cool sight to see the different kind of iterations of uniform that the Packers have worn throughout, I mean, a century. It's crazy. A century of football. That's
a long time.
So, of course, the Packers weren't always known for being green and gold. Their first colors were navy and gold, similar to what Curly Lambeau wore in college at Notre Dame. They did not introduce green into their color scheme until the 1930s. That's right, it was navy and gold. Let's see who knew that. Like this. Look right here. Nikos was on that one. He was on the case. Michael coming in strong. Black Swan, that's a great movie that my daughter just watched the other day and told me all about. The Real DK, Brandon Nelson. Nice. Look at that. That's the top 5. Okay, we got one question left. Let's look at the leaderboard before we hit it. Sam Spear holding strong at number 1. Sam really came on late here, man. I like it. That added some drama here. And then right behind him, we've got 4 people, all with 7 correct answers. So this could change everything or cement Sam as a legend. Let's see what we got here. What decade did the tradition of riding kids' bikes to and from training camp begin? What decade? The 1940s, the 1960s, the 1990s, or the 2000s?
I love this tradition.
I love it too. I was just about to ask if you had ever participated, but now I'm remembering you've never even been to Lambeau, have you?
Nope, not yet.
We got to change that. That's got
season opener this season.
Whenever that might be.
Whenever it is, it doesn't matter, but I'm coming.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to refrain from doing my usual screed against the Packers because of their cannibalization and corporate malfeasance when it comes to corrupting this amazingly pure tradition that has now literally been branded twice over. Corporate sponsorships, etc., and just love the fact that these kids, their eyes light up. It's amazing to see every summer, and I can't wait to, whether it's in August, whether the season gets pushed back, whenever training camp happens, in whatever form it happens, I cannot wait to see it again.
Me too, Aaron. All right, well, a long beloved tradition, as we're discussing, the Packers players have been riding kids' bikes to and from training camp practices since the late 1960s. Some players pick a different kid to ride every day with, or some others have the same bike kid for years. Either way, this heartwarming and lovely tradition illustrates the Packers' deep connection with the local community.
There you go. All right, Walsh. Who got that? Let's see the top 5. Michael, of course, got that in 4
seconds. Wow.
Who has got? Green Bay Productions, Josh, and Gretchen. Your girl Gretchen. Really representing today. I like it.
I love it.
All right. Let's reveal it, Walsh. Who won the day? Sam holds down number 1. 15.2 second average. He really vaulted into the top spot in the last 4 questions. Well done. Brett coming in at number 2 time-wise. 4 people had 8 correct answers. That shows you how close it is. Congratulations to Sam. He gets bragging rights. Eventually, we'll be having prizes. It'll be good for you guys who are jumping on board early, understand how the game works. Can't thank you guys enough. Perri, those are some fantastic questions you and Papa Goldstein came up with. Great job.
Thank you.
Sam had a third long. How does that work? That's amazing. Craziness. Pure craziness. All right, Perri, you got any final thoughts for the folks at home?
Just have a great weekend. Stay safe. Wash your hands. Keep your distance from people so that we can have a football season that starts on time.
Yeah, those are some wise words right there. Hey, folks, thanks so much for hanging out with us. Please hit like, hit subscribe, tell your friends, tell your family. Cheesehead TV, we're devoted to Green Bay Packers fans worldwide. That's why we're doing this. It's something fun to take your mind off of things as the world does what it does around us. We always have Packers football to talk about. It's a fun way to go about kind of interacting with you guys. Can't thank you guys enough. For Perri, I'm Aaron. We'll talk to you guys on Monday. Have a good week.
Go Pack, go.